Hello and happy Saturday. It's Miss trying to figure it all out. I am actually off today. I am going to be out doing some running around. I'm going to pick up a couple of seafood boils and go have a visit with mom. But first, I'm going to be doing some natural hair and makeup. I'm back. So, oh my goodness. I'm feeling, so I always tell you guys, I have to thaw out after I wake up. I mean, it's the truth. You can see it. You can see it in my face. I literally have to thaw out. So, oh, I hope you guys are having a great day. I cannot believe, let me see what time it is. It is 4:37. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch the last couple of videos I did when I was off, when I did like get ready with me videos. And it was like 7 or after 7 or almost 7 by the time I was, getting ready to leave. So hopefully if it's only 4:37 right now, then I have a chance of leaving a little bit earlier. So, and it is Saturday. Things are going to be open later. So I'm just feeling really happy about that. I need to get some of these scraggly hairs around my eyebrows. It was a doozy. I had a doozy of a week. I really did. But I made it. I'm here. But yeah, my strength was tested over and over and over again. I mean, when I left work this morning, I got in my car. I felt like I was escaping from somewhere. Like, I just didn't look back. I was out of there, okay? It was just challenging. Which it often is. And I guess that's not really a bad thing. I think, something about that, I think there's some good in that, to help. It helps develop some sort of skill, and obviously it helps to strengthen me as a person. My ability to tolerate certain situations is definitely better because of it. But just outside of, and it's not just the job itself. So it's not actually just my job. It's like, when you're dealing with a lot of different personalities, and you guys know I work with almost all men. There's a couple more ladies working there now. Like in a different department, there's like maybe 3 up in the weld department, and in my department, there is 1 other lady. So, but, yeah, I mean, it's just the different personalities that I have to deal with. And I mean, some people might say the same about me, like I'm just a different personality, which I probably would not, I wouldn't disagree. I am a little different. But, oh my Lord. So I had this one situation where I often keep my cell phone when I'm out on the floor, just because when I have issues with parts, a lot of times I need to call the supervisor about issues, things that need to be done. And let me adjust my camera real quick, you guys, so I don't just start tripping in the middle of this video. Hold on just a second. Okay, I feel like that's better. But so yeah, so I keep my cell phone on me because I need to often call the supervisor about things going on the floor. I might need some assistance with something, so so I'm often calling, from different departments. I could be across the plant and I'm still calling, just trying to get some help. So yeah, so I was, I had to call the supervisor. It was like when the shift first started, and a lot of times I'll call and be like, okay, what is the rundown? What, so I know what I need for my inspections, what to expect, because we deal with a lot of different car parts. So the inspections, and we also do siding for houses. So the inspections are going to be just completely different for every part. Nothing is the same. The measurements are the same. The dimensions I deal with are, I mean, the measurements aren't the same. The dimensions that I need to keep in mind are all different. Some I run on the CMM, some I'm using just calipers, some I'm using, you know, tape measures, some I'm using height gauges, you know, indicators. It just depends, okay? But so anyway, I call his phone, and it's me and my coworker standing right beside me. I call the supervisor's phone. It's not my supervisor, he's the production supervisor. So my supervisor leaves with day shift. But anyway, so when I call his phone, he picks up, but he's in like deep conversation with someone. So he never says hello. He never says goodbye. He never says I'm busy. He never says it. All I hear is this conversation. So I wait a second, and I get a little agitated. So I hang up. So all of a sudden, he flies around on this forklift, and he's kind of in playful mode. And he's like, "Why did you hang up on me?" And I said, "Because if you think I'm going to sit there on that phone while you're having a whole nother conversation with someone, I'm not. I'm going to hang up each and every time. And if I call you again and you do it, I'm going to hang up again." So yeah, he said, he looks at my coworker and goes, "See what I'm talking about? She's so mean." Like, what is mean about that? So luckily my coworker, who's a guy as well as as well as the production supervisor, is a guy. You know, I don't know if he thought he was going to side with him because they're both guys or what, but my coworker was like, "No, man." He was like, people do that to me and I do the same thing. I hang right up. So he got kind of agitated then, and he just walked off. Like, I'm like, you think that's being mean? Just call me meanie then. Because, I mean, come on. That is just not logical thinking to think. So, I'm going to tell y'all right now, if I call you and you pick up your phone and you're having a whole, another conversation with someone, like just a regular, and not acknowledging that you've even picked up your phone, and you expect me to just stay on the phone, think again. Like, there's just no way. That's not even logical, okay? It's not. I just thought that was so weird that a person would even think, you know, that was, I don't know. People are different. And that just goes to show how we're all different. We're all individuals. We all think differently. To me, there was a lot of common sense involved in that one. But, I don't know. Call me meanie, okay? I'm just like, oh my goodness. But so yeah, he was agitated for like several hours. I was just fine because I was like, it makes complete sense to me. Like, what person is just going to stay there and sit on the phone and listen to you have this whole conversation? And I mean, with no intent of saying, "Hello, can I help you?" Or, "Hey, I'm busy right now. Let me call you right back." Or just, "Hey, better yet, don't pick up." I mean, that's my thinking. But, I mean, that must be way too logical. I don't know. That just took me by surprise that he got so agitated. But he got over it. But I did assure him, if you do it again, it's going to be the same scenario. So don't expect anything differently, please. Oh my goodness, that just got me. That was kind of like, honestly, that was the tone of the week. It was just, I don't know if people are just tired or what. I'm dropping stuff. I have a baggie that I keep a lot of little, oh my goodness, rubber bands and stuff in. And but anyway, so yeah, that kind of set the tone for the week, you guys. I just was like, that's why I said when I pulled out the lot this morning, I literally felt like I was an escapee from somewhere. I was just, and and it's funny because I had a friend of mine on the phone as I was leaving work. I had sent him a message, and when he read the message, he said, "You look like you were trying to get out of there." I'm like, "I was." He said, "I don't know if you were speeding or what." I mean, yeah. So anyway, I made it. Thank goodness. There were a couple of other little situations. Like, I had people just, like this one older gentleman, he's nice, but he just, I think he thought because I think he thought he was going to be in trouble for something, and that I was going to be the cause of him being in trouble because of something that happened. I was like, well, when the tooling department comes, you show them this. And he just kind of snapped. I know I'm not giving you the whole scenario, but anyway. And it was one of those situations, y'all, where it was just unnecessary. Like, I'm looking at him like it was unnecessary to the point where the supervisor actually had to come and talk to him. Like, hey, she's got a job to do, and she's trying to help you out. And actually, I don't think he understood that I was actually trying to help him out. But, so yeah, he snapped. And it was one of those situations, y'all, where, you know how they say to walk away and count to 10. So I did. I had to walk away and count to like 3,000 because I felt like I was going to rip somebody's head off. I was just like, this is crazy. But yeah, hold on, you guys. I'm going to get my one of my sprays for my hair. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I am going to put some of this biotin spray in. I got this at Marshall's. Can you see it? So you can find some really good hair products. I mean, $5.99 isn't bad, actually. I mean, it's a thickening leave-in spray. Now, I know I said I have thick hair, but for some reason, biotin sprays and conditioners, my hair does tend to like them. So, and this is a leave-in. So I am gonna use it. My hair's thick, but I do have some thinner spots. I'll put it that way. I don't know. I just have weird hair. I do. I have weird hair. Different. That's the only way I can explain it. But it smells really good. So I'm going to go ahead and get some hair clips. I thought I just took a few out. I did. I used them, didn't I? A few more hair clips. I can never have too many hair clips for my hair while I'm trying to do my hair. I did want to saturate my hair because of the style that I want to wear today. It's another really simple but cute style. So I'm just going to take my hair, got a tangle right there, and make 3 sections on each side. So before I actually put any bands or anything on it, I just make sure the sections are how I want them to be. They do not have to be perfect because I am very not perfect. So there's another section. And there's the last section. So now I am going to turn around. Well, first I'm just going to, maybe I can just do it like this. And I'm going to try to get my parts even across. And I know it's looking a little cray-cray now, but as it typically does when I'm doing my hair. But yeah, I just had a doozy the other week. I was just so ready to be off. And I was tired. We're doing a lot more operations, you know, during the night shift. Like just some months ago on nights, I mean, we might have run like, well, no, when I first went to nights, like in 2018, we had like everything ran. Like it was a madhouse. I don't know how I ever did that by myself. I really don't. Even now, like my coworker would be like, there's no way you could have possibly done all this by yourself. I'm like, yeah, I did for years. But I think that's why now I don't, you know, I have my moments, but I don't get really, really overwhelmed to the point where I'm like, I can't do it, you know, because I know I can do it. That's the one good thing about being tested like that, is I feel like it makes me a stronger person. So, okay, so now I'm going to have to turn around to get the other two sections to line up because I can't see where those parts start. So hold on, you guys. Ooh. That's for melody. Okay. I always laugh when I think about that. Oh, sure, in my mind I can sing, honey. Okay, so I think I got this section decent. I'm gonna go back and look and make sure that my parts aren't all, you know, like it really doesn't have to be perfect. That's just, it doesn't. The parts don't have to be, but you know, if you have the ability to make perfect parts, then by all means. I'm just making sure that, yeah, they're kind of like, well, no, that one's not, is it? That one is not. This is the good thing about having a mirror to look in the back. My dressing table is getting ready to, oh Lord. It's my sunscreen. Oh. Okay, so I just kind of start here. I thought I went all the way across, but apparently not, because that part was looking a little messed up. Once I get the parts done, I know you guys are thinking, I thought she said this was going to be basic. I mean, it is basic. It just, once I get the parts done, I'm telling you, it's like nothing after that. See, I think that's acceptable to me. Yep. So now I got all the parts done. I am going to do one side of my head, and then I think I'm gonna like just show bits and pieces while I finish the rest, only because the last couple videos I did that are like an hour long, y'all, it took me, it was horrible trying to, because I thought I was like, I don't want to delete any of my video. You know, I want you guys to see everything of me getting ready. But I was having such a hard time getting it to save, and then being able to upload it took like forever and a year. I was like, what is going on? So... okay, you guys, so let me just be quiet and get with it. So I'm wearing black today. So I have 6 black scrunchies. This is going to be really quick. This is one of those styles that I know you guys are going to look at and be like, who's going to wear that kitty hairstyle? But you guys, if you see my videos, you know how I am and how I do my natural hair. It's just how you kind of put it together. It might look like it, you know, a kitty hairstyle. Kids, you know, I probably did wear this hairstyle a couple times when I was a little girl. But once you put it together with your accessories and makeup, it's actually cute, okay? I wouldn't steer you wrong. I'm gonna take these little mini rubber bands and I want my hair to be banded like more towards the top of my head, okay? So I'm doing that just to secure it, and then I'm actually gonna take the scrunchie, and when I put the scrunchie on, you know what, I'm gonna pull that off. Disregard the little rubber band, you don't need that. I think the scrunchie is gonna do fine by itself. But we're still gonna use little rubber bands too. See how that is? That biotin spray is a thickening spray too, so we'll add some thickness to your hair. But kind of just put some gel along the ends so the ends aren't frizzy looking. And then I'm gonna kind of separate the hair out, because you know, sometimes I'm gonna twist it and then I'll twist it around and I want it to look a certain way. But I'm actually not sure where exactly I'm going with this. I mean, I know where I'm going, but I'm just not sure what method I'm gonna use. So, okay, the reason I chose the black scrunchies is because I'm wearing black today. And I want it to be okay that some of the scrunchie is showing. I'm gonna take a little band and put it around that. And it's okay that some of the scrunchie is showing, like I said, but when I get done with them all, I'm going to do some cute edges. Simple and cute. Aubrey's gone again. I was like, go ahead and live your life, girl. She texted with me last night. I was like, what are you doing? What she had for dinner? She said Chick-fil-A. That girl loves some Chick-fil-A. So, yeah, we'll keep that theme going to the top. I was going to say I could move one here so that it's kind of like not all to the top. Hold on, you guys. I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah, let's not do it all to the top. Sometimes I might think I have an idea planned all out, and I just kind of start playing it by ear when I'm actually doing my hair. But that makes it fun, though. They got these kind of little mini buns going on. Little buns. Gel on my lip. there's no telling how much gel and hair I've actually eaten this lifetime so far. I mean, I'm telling you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I got a little tangle going on here. Something is... Okay, I got it. It's looped in there. So, okay. Take this last back section and we'll do cute edges, cute nape hair. Pull it all together. Get some accessories on. I was watching, I've been watching a lot of stuff, different stuff on TV, but hold on, I'm getting, why didn't I section that? I almost messed up. Hold on, y'all. That would not have been good if I got that one done. I don't know why I didn't keep that sectioned off. But I was watching the Alec Murdaugh. I want to tear it up. Murdaugh or Murdaugh. I think it's Murdaugh. Murders. It's just a sad situation. I know I talked about this some months back in another video, but they have a thing on Netflix about it, like a new one. You know, I just... Whew, that just right there, and it was real eerie feeling when they showed their house at the end. You know, just that house just sitting empty. I'm like, I don't even know like what person would want to buy that house and live in it. Like, it just seems like it would feel just too eerie. You know, it just looked eerie, and it's a nice house. You know, but it just, knowing this history there is just really like, dang, things that people do, you know, you have to be a very disturbed individual to murder anyone, but let alone your own wife and son. It just is amazing. It really is. So now I'm just going to quickly do the other side. And again, I might adjust the banding for the knots. Now, if I was to do actual Bantu knots, I'm just calling these buns. Really, they're just buns. But if I was to do actual Bantu knots, I would have more knots. I did them before. I did a video of them before. But they would be... there would definitely be more of them. And the last time I did them, I believe I did them smaller. What's going on right here? But, oh my goodness. I was going to pause the video and just stop for a second, but I'll just keep going, just so, you know, so you could just, because it shouldn't take long. I know I'm going to have a heck of a time uploading this video. I know I am. Last time I had the problem, you know, I had, like I said, the last couple of times, it kept telling me I didn't have enough space. I was deleting everything. I'm like, come on, I'm gonna delete all the stuff I want to have on, you know. I'm deleting pictures, videos, apps. I'm just deleting everything and still saying I don't have enough space. I'm not real savvy with that, you know. I'm really not. I have this one like looser. No. Do one more loop on that. Get it more better hold. Okay, okay. Let's start over. Okay. So yeah, if I have to delete a bunch of stuff this time, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try to keep it to, you know, less than what the other, until I can get it figured out, less than what the other videos are. Okay, okay, little back in the school, little ponytail. Oh. Let's separate it out more first. I know for sure I cannot be like usually when I'm off like this, and I mean you guys have seen when I get ready and stuff, it'll be late when I'm leaving the house. Like I'll be taking forever. Like, you know, it will be, you know, I don't get an early start, put it that way. And I cannot do that today because I'm taking dinner for my mom. I'm gonna pick up a couple of seafood boils, and I think I'm gonna go to Hook and Reel and get a couple of I used to just get a large catch and put, you know, for each of us, and put what, you know, whatever stuff I wanted in there. But I've been getting, the last couple times I got her and I both the real catch, and it has 2 clusters of snow crab. It has the New Zealand mussels, which I really enjoy, and it has a pound of shrimp, head off shrimp. It has the corn and potatoes in it. So, and she thoroughly enjoyed that. And those are, I mean, it's a lot of food. Like she was eating on that for a couple of days. So mine lasted about a day. But, or maybe a couple of days, but you know. Oh. A bit more spread. My hair's starting to dry out. I mean, not dry out, but you know, spray a little bit. I am going to definitely be at sometime between tonight and tomorrow. I'm going to be picking up some hair color. I thought I had, I don't know if you guys remember when I cleaned off my dressing table and I had that stuff that I just put everything in that box. I had that box of stuff. Well, yeah, no, I had been working on cleaning out my supply closet, and I just got to a point. I just got tired looking at the box. I threw the whole box out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So yeah, a lot of items that I probably could have used were in that box. But what I can say, a lot of the stuff that I was using routinely and daily were not in that box because I wasn't even touching the box. I was like, this is ridiculous to have this box taking up this kind of space. And I'm not even using anything from it. I'm like, no way. It's got to go in the trash. I need to quit acting like I'm attached to it or like I'm going to actually sort through it. I just threw it out. And I so far do not really have any true regrets. I don't. Sometimes it's like that. And I think I mentioned to you guys before, like if I get fed up with something that I need to like sort out or organize, what's going on with that one? I'm getting the rubber band on, but not actually around it. So, hold on. I'm going to kind of make sure, like, I'm not worried. The whole purpose of the black scrunchies, because I'm wearing black, and I knew that they were going to show through with the way I wanted to do my hair. So, they are a hair accessory, and that's exactly how I'm using them. Last little section. That section was even drier. As far as feel, like, you know, not that the hair's dried out, just that it's not as wet as it was when I started. And I am a coily who experiences lots of shrinkage. So, it's so funny. The same guy at work, the same, I say man, he's an older gentleman, that snapped at work when I was telling him about that part. Something really weird. So one day he's like, I was walking down the aisleway and he just walked up beside me and he said, he said, we going now? I said, going where? He said, he mentions about something out, have a drink or something like that. I was like, well, I don't drink. Well, I used to drink, y'all, but I didn't tell him that. But I don't drink anymore. And he said, you don't drink? Why not? Little knots. Look at my little knots, y'all. Buns. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. So I'm going to get my edges together. But anyway, I got to tell you this. So he walks up beside me and he goes, he says that, you know, he said, out for a drink. I said, well, I don't drink. He was like, why? And I said, well, I just, you know, it's just my choice. You know, I just choose not to drink. And I said, it's not good for me. And, you know, I could have went into it, but I was like, I'm not getting into it with this man that I don't even know. So he was like, oh, so you don't have no, I said, what? He said, so you don't have no problems. I said, what are you talking about? He said, oh, so you ain't stressed out like everybody else in the world? I said, I don't think that has anything to do with drinking. He was like, so I guess your life is just perfect. Now, I wanted to say something else by this point, but I was like, no. I said, my life is not perfect. I said, but that doesn't mean that that I have to drink. Okay, y'all, I know you think I'm crazy. I cut that little gray right there because it was unruly and it was going to do its thing, okay? Still a shadow. So anyway, so he's carrying on and I'm just like, what is going on? And so he said, yeah, he's like, I guess you don't have no problems. I said, everybody has problems. You know, I said, I'm not perfect. He was like, oh. He was like, well, it sounds like you just got a perfect life. And he gathered all this information just from me saying that I don't drink. Okay? So by this time, my nostrils was getting ready to start flaring out. Because I was getting a little agitated. Because I'm like, when people just start talking cray talk, I'm just like, come on. So he, he said that, and I said, well, I know I'm not perfect. And, I said, I never said I was. And he said, well, I guess you ain't from the hood, are you? And I'm like, oh Lord, where's this even going? And he said, yeah. He was like, you come over in the hood. He was like, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, so me and him have not really clicked. That just goes to show you how different people are. Like, if he had not said that to me, I would have never guessed that that was his thought process. Like, I would have never thought that, but I kind of keep my distance from a lot of the operators out there because I just do. I go out there, I do my inspections. I have conversations with some of them, but it's mainly, about the weather, hi and bye, and nothing more. Sometimes they want to talk to me about stuff. Sometimes they do vent to me, but for the most part, because of stuff like that, I'm like, okay, I'll be back. And I don't go back. So, okay, y'all, let me get this kitchen together. So you see on this side where my what do you call it? My scrunchie's showing more. I'm just gonna adjust this side to kind of mirror more of this side, even though I don't really mind, because that was the whole purpose of the scrunchie, because I knew that they were gonna show through. But I still kind of want to adjust that one just a little bit. Just a little bit. And y'all know I have this unruly nape here that just does what it wants to do, so I have to kind of work with it and do this process just so it's here looking like the woods. And yeah, I just try to make sense of it all the best that I can. It's kind of like that sometimes when you have different, weird things about your hair or skin, or it may be, you just kind of have to work with it and do what's best for you. This process right here, I found, is what's best for me. But yeah, so that was the tone of the week, you guys. It was that's why I was like on two wheels leaving the parking lot last night. So I'm gonna slip on my clothes real quick. I am wearing another dress today, this week. And again, it's not formal. It just sounds. Put this band on. I mean, I wasn't able to do everything with my wardrobe that I had talked about or that I wanted to, this season, but at least I was able to purge a lot of stuff and buy some. So yeah, I how this bun look, just that right there. But again, the scrunchies are showing because they're supposed to show. I knew they were going to show. And it also helped me have the kind of buns that I wanted to have. This one's feeling a little looser, so I'm gonna just yeah. And I'll probably take a couple of just little bands and throw it in my purse, even though I should not need them for anything, especially once my hair starts to dry a little bit. It will be just fine. It's actually just fine right now. So, but anyway, it's a cute style. Let me put my dress on and then I'll be right back to do some makeup and accessories. Okay, so we're gonna start piecing it together. It's a cute style. It's still nice and warm out, so I am wearing this dress. I think the seam's right. And I have a really cute, trying to get my seams even. I hate when they're uneven, like one's up here, one's back here. But, hello. So, yeah, I have a cute little bra on that does have a signature, like Victoria's Secret signature. I don't mind it peeking out. Otherwise, I'm just going to be tugging at my top. And it's okay. So I'm going to start adding some accessories. And then I actually, you guys, ended up getting, like the last video, I had a belt bag that I kept calling a fanny pack. I know you guys are probably cringing, like, it is not. Call it a belt bag, okay? But I ended up getting, going back and getting, they had one black one left. And it was a really good deal. It was on sale. I always try to find good sales. Especially if it's like a trusted brand, a reliable brand. I'm going to put on a black watch band. It's okay. I think I am, I'm talking to you guys. I'm see what I do with my blood pressure medication. So you guys, go ahead and add some accessories real quick. My blood pressure med must be, I must have left it downstairs when I came in. So I'll just take it. I actually just took some Excedrin. So I have a slight headache. 5:31 though. That is great. So I'm just gonna start adding some little accessories, pulling the look together so it doesn't look like I said, I know some of you guys are thinking, I love that ring, that it's, you know, kiddie, but if you actually just put some really nice jewelry on, or some cute jewelry. I just have more of an easygoing, fun type personality, so I don't want to be too serious, look too serious. I just like to have fun, feel fun. So, put a couple rings on. I didn't tell my mom what I was gonna bring yet, so I think she loves, my mother loves her some seafood, especially some crab legs. So I think I'm just gonna message her after I place the order and tell her, hey, can you go ahead? No, I think I'll just send her a message and say, hey, you might want to go ahead and get those crab crackers out. Because she's got like the crabs set like I have. I'll probably take some of mine because some of the pieces that I have in mine, she doesn't have in hers, vice versa. I just love this little ring. It's a little tiny diamonds. Because I got a tiny diamond budget. Isn't it cute? It's the bow. It's okay. And I'll throw some more necklaces on. If you haven't figured out by now, I have a thing for necklaces. I just like to put on several necklaces. I do. I actually didn't grab the ones that I thought I did. And my fingers are more on the fat side. At least I feel like they are. Got fat fingers. Fat fingers, fat feet, fat legs. It's okay though. It's okay. This on, and I think I have a necklace that has my initial that I want to put on. Okay, let me grab, oh, here we go. Getting carried away. But see, this is the black version of the brown version that I have. Okay, they had one left, y'all. So, is this not cute or what? She doing it, y'all. She doing it. I know Ivory is somewhere. If she saw this, she'd be like, oh, Lord, mother. So, but I'm wearing pink shoes. Just because I like just that pop of color. I don't want everything black and white. I want some pink Birkenstocks. Because I think the pop of pink and my toes are this color. They're really cute and vibrant. So that's what we gonna do, y'all. Oh. See how I just thawed out and then this happened? Oh dear. So actually I wanted to say something too, because the last video I was talking about the face stuff I was using, the sunscreen that has sunscreen in it, this stuff. And when actually sunscreen needs to go on all exposed parts of your skin. So that's why I have this sunscreen that I am going to put on my skin when I get finished, and my legs, and you know, everywhere I can reach. You know, I can't reach some of my back, but you know, if I had a Mr. Right, you know, yeah, he could do that, but I don't have that yet. So now we're going to do some quick makeup. And I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Just bear with me. And before I do my eyebrows, because my eyebrows are kind of growing out wildly. They don't look, yeah, I trimmed some of them, but I still feel like I have some little pieces. I know y'all are saying, what eyebrows? Because I have, yeah, okay. So I'm going to take this, my favorite pencil, and get some eyebrows going real quick. And get it all pulled together. I went old school on my smell today, and I have on Perry Ellis 360, the original. Every time I wear that, I get tons of compliments. Like, if I'm at work and I wear that, like, some of the guys will be like, just get away from me. You smell too good. Like, but, yeah, I still get a ton of compliments. And I know some of you youngins will be like, who? But yeah, that's one of my favorites. I mean, some old school perfumes, I actually just make sure I keep, like that, Bob Mackie. Now, you know, I keep talking about needing to get another one of these pencils. I do this all the time. I'm going to run out of this pencil. It's gonna run out, and I'm gonna be sitting here talking about I can't do my eyebrows, or I can't find the right eyebrow thing. All I gotta do is get on Amazon and go to buy again and look it up. See how quick that was? They're not even. They don't have to be identical. Like I said, they're more like cousins. Should be more like cousins. So you guys, I have really been thinking of doing something, but I don't get a whole lot of comments, but I get a couple every few months. Maybe one, I don't know. But I kind of want to try, like, I accidentally almost went live, like, just playing around, like, on my YouTube. And I kind of was like, you know what, maybe one time I'll do that, but I don't want it to be, do more harm than good. But I mean, I don't know. I'm so goofy. If nothing else, it would turn into a comedy. I'm pretty sure you guys can find something to laugh about. I'm pretty sure. That's how we do those natural eyebrows. Okay, simple. But yeah, I kind of want to do that, but I don't know. So I mean, if you guys have any thoughts on that, let me know what you think. So silly, but I wouldn't mind trying that. I'd be a nervous wreck. And if somebody actually tuned in, I'm not really even sure how it works. That's how goofy I am. But I would just probably lose my entire mind if somebody tuned in. I'd be like, oh my gosh. Oh, I would get too excited. Oh, I would cut on up. Like, I don't know if you guys saw, like, the very first YouTube video I did. When I look back at it now, I said, I don't know, they thought, who is this person? I was scared to death. It's like, what am I doing? But I was also struggling emotionally, like, with some things. And I talked about that. But, so Aubrey saw it. And she was like, she liked it. She was like, oh, you look so pretty and this and that. And I was like doing my hair. I had my hair flat ironed. But it's funny because, I mean, Aubrey knows me. I'm her mother, okay? So she's like, and then like the people that do know me, they know that I've always been told that I'm crazy in a good way. Like, you are so crazy. Like, as much as I'm to myself in life and like more of a introvert, that's the one thing that's always been said by people is they want to be around me and that I'm crazy and I'm somehow hilarious. I don't mean to be, but so Aubrey goes, it's just a matter of time before you start cutting up. She knows how I am. Like, when me and Aubrey would be going places on the weekends, like, that was her main thing. She'd be like, if people knew how you really were, like, I would have her cracking up in the car. And she would just be like, if they just knew what was going on in here right now, how you were acting, what you were saying. Like, oh, I got some color on me. This is actually, I always say you don't have to spend a lot of money on makeup and stuff. Because I see some videos and I'm like, that's not within my reach. I am very much on a budget, even though it's just me, pretty much. Because Aubrey can financially, outside of her housing and all that stuff, I mean, she can buy the things she needs for herself, but so I still have to be on a budget because, yeah, I work a full-time job and all that, but anything could happen. I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard that saying, like, we're just one paycheck away from being homeless. That is, like, so true. Anything could happen. you know, with this GM strike going on, I could be laid off. And it was, I've been really good. Like when I was younger, I was off chain. I didn't have a budget. I didn't know what a budget. Yeah, I didn't care. I was trying to go out and, party and get my drink on and, have a good time. But as I got older, I actually became even, more just, you learn about people, you deal with different situations that force you to look at people for who they are and to trim the fat, if you will. So I had to make a choice, just to mature in a lot of ways. And with that came, money. I have to be on a budget. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I live on a budget. I'm not a wealthy person. I'm not well off. You know what I mean? I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm just your average hardworking person. Anything could happen, and I have the same struggles that a lot of people are having these days. Everything is more expensive. But so anyway, makeup doesn't have to like break your budget. I got this, like this color that I'm adding. I feel like it adds a good color. Like I saw this in the store. This is actually just a finishing powder, but I use it for blush and eyeshadow and just kind of like a everything powder, because I really like the shade. Even though it's not my color, I knew that I would like, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I would like a blush or eyeshadow in that color just to give my face some color. And that's how I am about stuff. I'm not strict on, no, because somebody would see this and be like, well, that's not what that's for. That's how my mind works. I'm like that. I might see an eyeshadow that I think is better as a blush or better as a lip gloss and add some Vaseline to it and throw it on my lips, So that's just how I am with stuff like this. And that's Rimmel. It's not expensive. I think it was like $3 or something like that. And then I have, this is like Wet n Wild, like a bronzer. I mean, it's a little bit on my face. It was like a few dollars at Walgreens. I mean, but it's within my budget. So I can't, just because I see a lot of videos where, some people live very luxurious lives. That's not my life. I gotta do what's within my budget and what works for me. But I found that I could still be happy and I still live a fulfilling life, but I gotta live within my budget. So, and I feel like living this way is also going to allow me to have the kind of retirement that I want to have. So yeah, if I'm so blessed, So I got my face done. Oh, no, I don't. I never found that that Itsy, what do you call it? Mascara that I told you guys I left in my backpack. Maybe I just need to go. I didn't really go through my backpack, go through it. But from what I could tell, I was like, I don't even see it. I couldn't, oh, y'all, I forgot to tell y'all this. You probably already know. So the last video that I did, I uploaded the video and didn't even find out till I uploaded it. At the end, I'm saying my goodbye to you guys, and I thought my video thing stopped recording. So I'm smiling, and all of a sudden I'm like, and I do it over again. But I couldn't edit. Like, I couldn't edit it. So, but you know what? And at first I was like, I'm probably gonna lose about 3 subscribers off this one. But the irony of it all is I gained a couple of subscribers. I was like, this is awesome. So if nothing else, it just shows that I'm just a real goofy person, like I've always said. I'm just that kind of person that, like, you could be doing like a fashion show or something, and I would be in it, you know, wearing your fashions, and you would be like, okay, so we're gonna go out here, nobody fall down. I'm the one that's gonna fall down for sure. Like, that's the story of my life, okay? But so yeah, I got goofy in the end, and I couldn't edit it, but I was like, you know what? Like I always said, this is real life. This is my real life. I mean, hopefully you guys find something relatable. I'm just your average, everyday person trying to make it and trying to make the most of it. Trying to be positive. Oh, here I go. Okay. This one isn't as thick as the one from Ipsy, but again, I didn't see it in my bag. Oh, and hopefully my next video, I don't know when I'll do another video, maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but I gotta show you guys, I got the cutest lunch bag. So I don't have any excuse. I ended up throwing my old one out. It's a long story, y'all, but anyway. It is so cute. It's small, which it needs to be, because sometimes I just eat too much, you know. If I pack lunch, I eat everything I put in there, even if I'm not hungry. Okay, here she is. Let me show y'all my outfit. My goodness. Hey. So isn't it cute, you guys? So anyway, just a cute natural hairstyle. And even though, like I said, I know you guys are thinking, well, who's gonna wear this little girl hairstyle? I'm gonna have to clean all this up when I get back from my mom. But I'm gonna put some little studs, 2 holes on both sides. But so yeah, here we go. I am very pleased with this outfit. It's actually my first time wearing it. This little basic dress I've had for like years, and I've never worn it. So, but yeah, I feel great, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys continue to watch my videos and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.